most Americans are not making enough money to afford the basic costs of living.
JP Morgan is warning of a potential global food crisis.
The true rate of unemployment was actually at 24.9%.
Is that no one really knows how bad this is.
And cue the fire. JP Morgan Chase and BlackRock just issued a major warning today. What is that, Jay Bravo? Well, BlackRock has been telling you what I've been telling you for a very long time. Larry Fink says a bank account, if you guys have one of those, is one of the worst financial decisions and urges Americans to invest. And I say, what are you talking about? No one has any money to invest, well, except for the rich, which I will show you that just the difference between the working class and the rich. Look at this. I mean, this guy is actually in Las Vegas right now. It's 120. He doesn't even have enough money for summer clothes. Look at this guy, still just bundled up. U.S. consumer confidence falls in August. Conference Board says. This is you being confident that A, you might get a job next year. B, that prices might not double in the next few months. Oh, wait, this just in. JP Morgan Chase just issues a brutal warning. Look at that. We got BlackRock. We got JP Morgan Chase. Tell us how good it's going to be, sir. JP Morgan warns a brutal grocery shock could hit boomers. I don't think the boomers care. As USDA says, I don't even know what that's going to be, but it's going to jump to almost 13% because as a doom and gloomer, I round up. Is your egg ready? They're boomers. Their eggs are hatched. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, some bad news. Not only is your California almond milk going to double in price, there's also not going to be any food. Did you guys catch that? See, when you bomb other countries and they close Bravos hair mousse, one, you're not getting any mousse. Hairspray is still available. Food is now shoot. Think about that prior, or maybe I did. As you know, no fertilizer, no food. What else are we not going to get? And there's 29 days left, even though Trump said months ago there was 30 days left. I don't know. I think we're all just living in a simulation. The worse the news, where they're actually running out. You guys at the airport? Some of your airports are like, yep, we are completely out, and oil prices fall. I'll get to this new movie coming out soon. National income, the lowest since the Great Depression. But here it is. If you guys are at New York Buffalo International Airport, has run out of jet fuel. Aircraft are being warned to divert to other airports. I'm just going to chalk this all up to it's really bad for everyone. Unless, again, you are 1% in this K-shaped economy. Here comes the food crisis. Time for another massive jump in food prices. There you guys go. But they'll say it's 2%. Or they'll be like, you know what, we're really not going to include, let's see, we've ditched shelter. Energy, no, we're not going to use that. Food, oh, that's a little pesky, so we'll leave that one out of the basket. From levels that are already far too high. Farmers boots on the ground, America's Corn Belt, say they are facing the worst crisis in 40 years. Why? That's because of fertilizer. But anywho, as an explosion in diesel and fertilizer costs, didn't see this coming. Triggered by Donald Trump's Iran war, pushes grain products to the brink and beyond.
Another concern, corn, soybean, wheat conditions are all deteriorating, and JP Morgan is warning of a potential global food crisis. Could this be the beginning of that, Scott?
The real key here, for the first time in a long time, Ashley, is the fact that we've got a problem with logistics. So weather has taken a back seat. Logistics around the world has slowed up. I mean, we've heard about the Straits of Hormuz, but we've got another issue in the Black Sea and the Sea of Azov with the Kerch Straits. We've got problems there with wheat, and both of them have problems with fertilizer. And when we don't put down as much fertilizer, guess what happens to yields? So this is a cascading event. So this is a logistics issue. It's a weather issue, geopolitical issue, and they're all kind of stacking up, unfortunately, for the perfect storm where JP Morgan sees food inflation at 5% next year. So that's not good. That could be a problem if we get any real big hiccups with Mother Nature.
So I don't know what to tell you, family, except it's going to get worse. Now, why don't we just vote our way out of it? I mean, thank goodness there will be some elections. We're going to vote on new people, and those new people shall solve our problems. Prices shall come down. Stock market will head higher. You'll finally take advantage of how to trade it. Wait, scratch that. It's already higher. My question is, how are you fixing this? This is right now, this is Great Depression. They're not going to say Great Depression. They'll never say, they won't even say recession. We could be in one for 20 years. They're like, nope, sorry. It's just, we're just a kicking. Look at this. National income. That is, you go out there and you get a job, okay? How is that? How are you keeping up? Lowest since the Great Depression. You're not surviving. But look, GDP. Actually, I have a really good one on the separation of the K-shaped economy, which it's an I. It's an I. It's 1% up here and then everyone else going the wrong way. We're in a bank right now. Where does money come from? I know, Mr. Bravo. It only comes from loans. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so do you think, I mean, in a strong economy, you're going to have loans. Are we having lots of loans? Yes, we are. It is a roaring economy for the rich. Look at this. Look at your loans. Well, yeah, but then it dipped. Where'd it go after that? Well, let's take a look. How about that? We're at all-time highs plus. Money go burr. Rich get richer. Inflation goes up. Rich don't care about, oh no, food prices. It's up 5%, 10%, 20%, 100%. It doesn't matter. That's why I come here every day telling you, start a business. Take out loans. Whatever you do in life, do not ever receive a paycheck. But that's what I was taught. Go to college. Get job. Say no, Brian. That's called being institutionalized. Also, after you start your business and it does really well, you know, it's a corporation, you get listed on the exchange, everything's good. Now from the outside, okay, we'll trade your company and we'll know when it's gonna go down. Also, RIP got kicked in the Dick's Sporting Good. If you are watching Nike, this should not have surprised you. Also, a lot of women have just learned about this.
There's containers in the Container Store.
Now that I have your attention. Hey, Canada, I'm sorry, man. So many Canadians on this channel, and I just feel for you. We're suffering over here, too. We'll unite. Canada braces for economic pain. Sorry, you guys. 50% U.S. tariffs take effect. Man, we just cannot catch a break anywhere, can we? It sucks for my Canadian friends, right? It's trading this stuff. You're like, I don't know what exchange. They block this, they block that. Same thing, New York. Everyone has to run VPNs, trading this stuff. So here's your oil. As you can see, we're a pinky away from the tip. Just have less than 30 days. I don't know, man. You guys trading that oil? I've been a little light on that one. In regards to getting kicked in the Dick's Sporting Goods, you would have saw that. You know you would have. Look at the 200-day moving average. Also, I got hit up because in the comment section, post away, I read them. The most part after I read it, I give you a little heart saying, I hear you. Unless it's just totally off the wall. I'm like, you are so drunk. I cannot even heart what I don't know what you're saying. Larry_420. Appreciate all you do, bro. Can we what? Please get your analyst on copper. Yes. For my friends out there that have not maxed out their cards, don't have a job, like if you actually started your business and you have income from washing windows. How about that? 13% credit card balances. Everyone's delinquent. For everyone with cash, copper. I did make a video, I think it was at the beginning of the year. It was when, I don't know, everyone was rushing to get the coins and copper, like really collecting the pennies. As a commodity, it goes up. I mean, it's a lot. You need a lot. What's pretty nutty is back in the day, just this this coin right here, 1944. This keeps up. If you would have saved, this is when they say save your money, yes. Yeah, save this. It's silver. You'll keep up forever and ever and ever and ever. in copper, save in silver, save in gold. I don't care. Say this is going to be worth, well, it already is. It's going to be worth so much money because it's already worth so much money because it's money. Well, in a gold money system, in your system, in a debt-based system where they print this stuff, right? Or they print this stuff, this still, it remains the same, but you guys keep going, wow, it just keeps going up in value. So you can actually buy like jewelry, and if it's gold, it's like, wow, it just keeps going up. Really not. It's because you're in a debt-based system. We're coming towards the end. When it ends, I do not know, but this was actually a really good trade. Do you guys see this pattern right here, that triangle? Yep, it'll break. So that'll shoot up. Here, I'll show you. Going back, copper, you could trade this futures. And when you have like this, Shamu, like, you're coming back in, and it gave it up. But you're still in this pattern. And then you're like, yeah, no. No, you're coming back in. But now you're out of this, and now we shall head higher. How much higher, you ask? Well, then you measure that. Are you guys doing this? Do it every day. And then we come up here, and we'll carry this over here. Wow, that was pretty close. Actually, my thing's not very straight. Okay, all right. So now here you is on copper. What is that? That's a rising wedge. You should break out. Well, you could break to the upside. You could break to the downside. Let me change it to the daily. That was on the weekly, but you guys are right dead smack in the middle. Right now, you're just going to have these swings up, swings down, swings up, but somewhere. So to answer your question, sorry, that wasn't very helpful. You asked me, where are we going to go with copper? My answer is, yeah. On my oscillator, when it gets up there, see that? It's gonna sell off. See, it sold off. See, when it gets up there, it's gonna sell off. See, now we're in the middle. To be honest, I don't trade copper. I mean, I could. Copper futures. I trade gold futures. I trade silver futures. Gold, you guys are kind of topping. You're going to pull back. Sorry. This is where all my gold friends come on. Like, you said gold was going to go up. Yes, I did. It was like from down here. And it swung trade all the way up into consolidation. I said it was going to struggle. Guys, come on. You haven't taken your profit yet? 789 purple. Whoa! I mean, at least you're not. Where is my Bravo zone on this? Wow, you're still kind of far away from that. But what should be happening on after your swing? You come back down. It always retests the 200. This is a good opportunity to get in. Silver, same thing. You had the swing. See, this is like rewind the tape. There's your 200. Struggling. Also, if you want to learn how to do this, click there, make digits go up. I have a brand new course I launched this year on how to do it. $299. It will never be lower. That is it. It will only be higher. I teach you in the morning or afternoon or late evening, whenever you want. I trade futures, my favorite time, and I don't. Wow, that actually had, there's your swing trade. It's like it always does. Traded this in the afternoon or later. This is what markets do. They go up, they go purple, then they turn back around. And then they swing back up, they go purple. And if it really gets up there, you get Shamu. See, that's that zone. And then, we're back down. And then purple again. And then you buy and you sell and you buy. So I will go into detail this trade this morning, how I took it in my next video. It'll pop down in probably the lower corner for you down over this way. But this morning I had this was a huge, see this blue line? I did a blue line, purple line. It just goes back. I knew. I'm like, it's not going to make it. I took a long, I closed it up there. I knew it. That was it. Then it decided to reverse. You went in the no-no zone. You can consolidate, short it here. Indicators come on, short. You get set up for the swing trade up, and then your day is done. And then you didn't have to go to work. There you have it. I answered your question on copper. I showed you how you could do this every day. BlackRock is right. Getting a job, putting your money in the bank. You're not going to survive. If you preach this to your kids, they won't survive either. What are you going to tell little Jimmy? You're going to say, go wash windows, Jimmy, and trade equities. There you have it. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.